Guys, back. Today's video is going to be on how to clean or replace your Vanos sensor, and it's located right over there where you see that little hole that uses a 10mm nut. Before we do that, we take off a engine cover with a T30 a star bit. Take off the cover, unplug these two connections that go right here. Now this is for the N54 engine. This is an X6 2009 35I 3.0 liter engine. My car's been misfiring for like a month. I've replaced all the fuel injectors, I've replaced all the spark plugs, coils, everything. I did the new valve cover gasket on this job. Practically everything. It's good for about a couple of months, and then you get the check engine code saying it's misfiring from cylinder 4, cylinder 6, and stuff like that. So right now I'm going to perform to remove that sensor, unplug it, and clean it out. Now the first thing what we want to do is obviously use a 10mm socket with a wrench and just go down there. Not sure if you can really see that, but where you see this hole, as you can see, my 10mm fits right there, and you just unscrew that 10mm, then you can get your hand in there just like so and just unscrew it by hand and get that thing out. Next thing what we want to pulling it off, you don't have to pull the plug off yet, you just have to slowly use a screwdriver and kind of like pry it out just like so, and you could actually pull it out. Look at that, it is dripping in oil. After you do that, you just press this clip right here, metal clip, press it down and you unplug it. Look at this. Jeez. So we're gonna put that aside and we're gonna go ahead go for the next one. There's two of them. This one was on the bottom, and then there's one more right on top with also a 10mm bolt that's sitting a little on top, but it's a little bit hard to see it. Flash a light. This is the one where we took off right there, and that one is right next to it. So that 10mm bolt is on the side. This one right there is on top of it. And that's the second bolt right here. And we're gonna try to do the same thing with this one. Move it up and down so it breaks loose first. Second one is as bad. Place it this way where I know this one was the one that I took off. The last one on the left upper, and this is on the right lower solenoid that I took off. So I'm gonna use some brake clean and some microfiber cloth to get this off. Actually, honestly guys, I don't know if that's gonna work, so this is the first time I'm gonna try to clean it. Most likely I'll probably gonna have to replace it because there's nothing. Let that soak. We're gonna wipe this thing clean. Again, like I said, I don't know if this is gonna help. Usually you probably want to replace this gasket. I don't have it, so I won't. I'm just gonna put it back the way it was, and make sure it's dry before you put it back in. So this one's done. This is the bottom one. That's done. Hopefully it works. I'm tired of this car, to be honest. I'm gonna junk this car already. Right at 80,000 miles it started giving me problems. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and try to reinstall those back. I want to clean up that area. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I gotta do something because it just looks scary. And what I'll probably be doing is I'll remove this sway bar out of the way because it's no space to work. So there's the sway bar. I'm gonna remove that. That's one. That's two. That's three. That's four. To get this sway bar off, what you do is take off the plastic cover that goes up in here, and then you slide it inside so it goes a little bit on top of here, and then you just pick it up from here and it will come up. So after taking it off, it's extremely limited space in these cars, so now you have at least some room, at least right there. You see how dirty that is? You can kind of see how dirty it is. You see that? That's pretty dirty. Kind of hard to show in that spot. I'm gonna attempt to clean it up with a rag first. And use a little brake clean. So I just sprayed some brake clean. I don't know if you can see the difference right there, how cleaner it got right there. So that's the two Vanos that go in there. So I cleaned that up pretty good, and now we're gonna try to reinstall it. On the top, I'm gonna connect the sensor back just like so. Use the 10mm bolt to tighten it. Again, be careful with those bolts so you don't lose it or you don't drop it inside the engine. Tighten it by hand, and then tighten this. Don't overturn it, it's there just to hold it. Now we're gonna try to put the second one. And same story, get the plug, connect it back like that. Two hands to push it inside. Then get the second bolt. So I'm back at it, and after I did clean the Vanos, both of the solenoids, honestly with you guys, it did not help. So what I ended up doing was, if you see down here, there's some wires there. If I can get a clear picture of it. There we go. Those wires there, some of them go to the Vanos and some of them go to the camshaft sensors. So when I was changing or cleaning the Vanos, I thought maybe I damaged something, maybe pulled out a wire. So I started checking the connections and looking through it. And then what happened was, when I cleaned the Vanos, I had a P0016 code, meaning your crank position sensor and camshaft position. So what I did, instead of replacing it, I just thought maybe I did something. I pulled them out, I unscrewed them with a 1/4 socket, which is one of these little guys, because I think it's a star bit there, but didn't have that on me right now. And I unscrewed the two little bolts. There's one here, which is located right there, those wires, and it's connecting to the camshaft. And there's one right here, that wire there, that little bolt that you see on top. I don't know if I can, right there. And that's the sensor right there. Pulled those out, cleaned it up. I didn't spray it with brake clean. I just sprayed brake clean on a rag and just basically wiped it clean and put it back in. Believe it or not, guys, the engine code came out. It actually performs a little better right now. I don't know if this was one of the main causes. I did not touch the crankshaft yet, which I'm definitely probably gonna replace it because I did have the code, but at this moment the code went away. The car does not idle rough. I just wanted to share it with you guys because, you know, it might fix the problem for you guys. And that's about it. That's what I wanted to share with you. This was like an update of the cleaning Vanos video. So I'll put the tools that I used in a link below in the description, and check it out and comment the video, see what you guys think. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, and comment the video. I want to see what you guys think. Thank you. See you on the next one. By the way, the reason why I actually went in there to the wires to check what happened is when I did clean the Vanos, what ended up happening is when I pressed the push bar button to start the car, I started getting a 10-second crank. So it cranked for 10 seconds before it actually turned over. So that's why I thought maybe I touched the camshaft or something, and apparently that's what it was, because the second I cleaned it, everything went away. No check engine sign, nothing. Everything looks perfect, and I'm gonna actually test drive the car and see how it is.